Hello, everyone. Once again, rather strange location for a podcast. We are still at the M-Files Global Partner Conference here in Cancun, in Mexico. With me, I've got Peter from Simplyfile, an M-Files partner in Switzerland, also a long-time partner of Parashift. And we'll talk today a little bit about what changed in your day-to-day business with regards to using Parashift in your projects, but also how we together created the new vault application for M-Files, the interface between M-Files and Parashift.
Correct, yeah.
So you're business consultant at Simplyfile.
Correct,
so
yeah.
You do like the pre-sales, solution architecture, you actively support the clients in their onboarding experience with M-Files.
Correct.
And then later on also like down the line, if they live and everything, have some questions, like you're there for second, maybe third level support. If there's anything deeper, there's process changes that need happening. So
right, yeah. Actually, the whole thing from pre-sales work together with the sales to the delivery of the whole product, and on also, of course, working with development when there are new products that coming into our organization. So yeah.
So the whole.
We're a small company with only 12 employees. So you got to do everything. You know that better than me.
Yeah. No, we are like 40 people. We're like
but you were small once.
Yeah. One. Yeah.
It's been a while.
No. I mean, it's not long ago. So maybe you see, like, we know each other. This is not like a random interview. We've worked in the past, so it's maybe a little bit more formal, but yeah. So what I wanted to ask you, before Simplyfile started use Parashift in the project, you obviously did also like a lot of accounts payable projects with M-Files.
Correct.
So invoices coming in, data needs to be extracted, the invoice needs to be signed off in a workflow, and in the end, the whole thing needs to be posted into an ERP system.
Correct.
So what were your struggles? Why did you decide to go with Parashift? What did your typical project look like back in the day, and what were the struggles?
You know, on the one hand, there are products on the market that we used that are very, very simple. Nice products, easy also to implement.
So template-based systems or...
Correct, yeah. But on the other hand, the results you get out of it are like mediocre. So you have like an 80% recognition rate, and it's okay for certain businesses. But then we had other companies that wanted more. And what we did, we looked at the market and we looked for solutions, and there are good solutions on the market, to be fair. But from an infrastructure perspective, those solutions are pretty hard to implement.
The initial install and configuration and setup.
Regarding resources, of course, you have to talk a lot with the IT guys as well. And if you want to configure the whole product, you also need to rely on external partners again. Because
why didn't you do it internally yourself?
Of course, you have to educate your own people and get the certification, go through the whole blah, blah, blah. And that was just not what we wanted. I mean, that's okay when we rely on our external partners. They do a good job, but this costs a lot of money. Yeah. And the configuration part of those systems is
complex.
It's hard,
and
it takes a lot of time, and it took us normally like 2 to 3 weeks to get up and running, and then we had the troubles that we told the customer, listen, now you have your system, but the journey is not over. Now
once you go live,
there's nothing in there.
Tune it all the time.
Get like 5,000 of your papers, and now you need to learn the system. And then after you have learned the system knows your documents. And that changed a little bit with Parashift, of course. We're absolutely happy with what Parashift is providing in that sense.
Did you feel you lost clients because like you had to go in with these 2 to 3 weeks implementation time, which obviously also like made itself visible on the offer that you gave to your clients because maybe it was more expensive than others?
Yeah, we sometimes also underestimated the effort that needs to be put in place. So
You offered a week, you took 3 weeks, no one's going to pay for the lost 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was really a struggle we had back in the days. And but we did not lose clients because, I mean, we were, on one way, we were honest and say, listen, this will take you a while. And to be fair, the customers also didn't know, because they don't know those solutions. They totally rely on us, that we recommend something, and then at the end of the day, they had the system. And once once a customer has implemented something that is so into their infrastructure and they invest the money, it's hard to get it out again. That's really a pity. And
or something good, like
right, of course. But then,
you has
but it's going on and on and on again. You know, of course, at the very start, it's always accounts payable. It's like that process that you need to
invoices
you need to know and stuff. But then also customers came to us and said, like, okay, I want to do that now. I want to do delivery notes. I want to do that. And then we said, that's not a problem. It will cost us or cost you money to implement it. You need to configure it again. You need to get
another 2 to 3 weeks that you
not like that many, of course, but there is an investment again. And it's hard to understand for a customer, because you also already paid for a product, you already paid for an implementation.
So the client's thinking like, I paid 3 weeks to get the thing up and running for my invoices. Now should be like 1 or 2 days to get delivery notes going, or contracts or correspondence or my mailroom or something.
I mean, you can within 1 or 2 days, absolutely. But what you get out of it is not what they want. They want like 90, 99, 95 to 99%.
With all the talks about artificial intelligence, like also I feel that the clients expect more now.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
They think they understand the whole topic, and they think, it's solved. I saw it in the news, and it should just work out of the box. And you just don't get that with the legacy systems. So you started using us. We had also like a couple of iterations. So first off, you started creating your own interface to Parashift, mainly for invoices. I remember back in the days, like I had a couple of talks, and some said like it was too over specific for invoices, but like for invoices it worked very well. So what's your setup nowadays, how you go out? So obviously you'll have an M-Files as your document management system for the workflow, also for like the connection to your ERP system, but like how does your system communicate with Parashift?
Yeah, I mean, the main fact that we are not bound to a certain document class anymore. It's just one big thing. The
Vault
application we build now is so universal to use. You can configure 1, 2, 3, 200 different document classes, or even send just a bunch of documents there, and then you get everything classified back.
And separated.
Of course, yeah. And there you have a whole lot of options. I mean, you get hit by all the configuration options, to be fair, when you look at the Vault applications. But then again, you have the whole flexibility also to configure everything. And it's well described. There's a good documentation. You also get a good documentation on your side, on Parashift side, and it goes down to line item configuration, right? So if you want to go the path with line item configuration with the other systems, you would probably have a hard time and spend even more money get that.
So the 3 weeks was without line items.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So now you just can configure your objects in the Vault application configuration. You say, okay, that object has line items, that one doesn't, and actually from a first run, I say in 3/4 of the time it runs. And you get like maybe 80% back from what you expected.
So instead of 3 weeks, it now takes you
2 days.
2 days.
1 to 2 days,
including line items. And the 1 to 2 days are not spent on like the capture part, so us, but mainly on like hooking up the master data to M-Files and doing the business validation stuff you had to do anyway.
Yeah, right. I mean, of course, there are certain document classes, document types that need a little bit of more work. But the fact that we know there are 300 different document types in Parashift gives us the confidence we hit like 95% of our customers on the market.
Yeah.
So that's good for us, and we have a good feeling going to the market with that product.
Yeah.
And it's very well integrated. So we also had accounts payable processes with systems like Abacus in Switzerland, or other ERP systems or financial systems.
So what you basically do, you have mFiles for the workflow and the invoices or whatever document type and the workflow. Then there's a Vault application as interface to us, and that basically just uploads documents, downloads them again, and puts some metadata in place.
Absolutely.
And so there's no business rules or master data matching in that. So if you want to do invoices, you go with your own Vault application for the invoices that's specific for the Swiss market, has the ERP system connections. If a client now wanted something different, like, I don't know, contracts, for example, you would still use that one Parashift Vault application as an interface, but maybe a different one for contract management, like the QMS stuff from mFiles or...
Correct, because we are looking at a certain workflow state, for instance. It could be a workflow state. It could also be like a property, a Boolean property that says, please upload. It's still very, very universal to use.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing. I mean, you can do like whatever you want to do. So that's...
So given that, let's say like you're a very universal mFiles partner, right? You have like a lot of different clients in different industry, different processes, like you didn't specialize on one specific thing.
No.
But so let's say you would have done that. So you have like one industry with one specific process, 4 or 5, or like only one specific document type. How would the setup then go? You would set it up once, and as far as I understood, like you can just copy paste the configuration.
Absolutely. So in mFiles, the system that you build is called the Vault.
Yeah.
Inside the systems, you can also already pre-configure.
My guess is, by the way, this podcast will mostly be watched by mFiles partners. So.
Probably. So you probably know what a Vault is. So also Vault application is like the application inside the Vault. So you would set up everything you want for that specific case, for that vertical case, and just sell like hell.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's of course the beauty of vertical solutions.
Specialization. Absolutely. And the config you can copy paste, and it just runs on a new client, new tenant, just out of the box.
Yeah. Normally you have like your token. You have to register, of course, at Parashift. Get your token, get your registration.
Set up a new tenant is like one email at the moment, and we're gonna do a platform for that so that partners can create that tenants themselves. But that's
okay. You're right. So it's very easy. Of course, you have the configuration part. So whenever the customer says, I want that a little bit different, or I want that a little bit another property, I want another document class. Okay, so be it. But the configuration itself, the communication with Parashift and the internal connection to the objects and properties, you can build that up as a template and just install and go.
Yeah. So are you configuring Parashift yourself?
Yes.
So you've got 1 or 2 clients trained on, consultants trained on the platform. You yourself, I think, attended the training, right?
Yeah, right.
And you're now adding fields, training the system, and doing like stuff yourself?
We're actually not adding fields in Parashift because all we need is already there. It's
okay.
Even more there that we ever need.
But you, in theory, you know how to add a field.
In theory, we got like the overview training from Manuela, and we got the overview, the configuration training from Florian.
Yeah.
Right. And that was like 2 times 1 hour to get us up to speed, and now we are ready to
you feel comfortable to tackle that yourself.
But then again, the beauty is for us or for our customers, we don't need to go on your platform.
Yeah.
So the configuration and the implementation with the Vault application is like so that we are taking back the status information from your platform, and whenever there is a problem, it's displayed in mFiles. So if there is ever an issue, probably no, but
this is something that saddens me sometimes, but I sell it like that as well, because like we put really effort into our user interfaces, but like most of our clients never actually look at our user interfaces because like they can do everything in mFiles or different software. Did I tell you, like, we're trying to get the viewer with the highlighting and everything,
Right.
iframe embedded, so that you can even do like annotation and training in mfiles. So I'm really looking forward to that. That will be really
Absolutely.
cool.
But you have to see it from our point of view, because when we implement a new system at the customer side, we tell them
thousands of different UIs.
we want less systems to be that the customer needs to look at. So this is actually a nice option for them. They know, okay, it's uploaded. They see the status. Now it's being processed. Maybe it's validated somewhere. Okay, I can expect the document within the vault, including the metadata within the next.
Do you
6
think
minutes.
the end users, so the actual accountant that is using the system, does know that we exist? Like, obviously, officially, they have to know. There's some contract between you and the guys and us and you, so where we are as a data processor. But the end user just using the system, does he know we exist?
The end user.
Yeah, like the accountant who's just...
So the customer we are selling the system knows that he's using Parashift. I don't know if the end user actually knows what's behind there.
So he's just in mfiles.
He's an mfiles user. Sometimes, I mean, if there's a special case where he needs to check metadata that was not extracted properly, then he probably also, because there's it's like a link, so he can go.
No, you can go over.
Yeah, you can go to the website and see it there. But all the standardized, like I say, accounts payable processes, again, it's a beauty. Yeah. So you're like both. You have like both. You serve both spaces. You can go to the website. You can give your learning to your platform and also enhance the system, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
So, and that's the beauty of the API. So our systems really beautifully talk with each other, and
I love that because that's basically the vision, right? Like, do everything over the API, and we're just a backend service. Like, we're not in front of mfiles, different system. We are like part of the workflow and just like doing our job. So I love that. On the same hand, like, obviously I feel like we'll never be the company that's well known. So mfiles will always be like, it will have a branding, people will know mfiles, but like, even if we could serve like half a planet, no one would know we exist because we just sit in the back. And if we do a good job, no one needs to actually check on us.
It really depends on the implementation.
Yeah,
but for stuff that really runs great, why do it? I mean, why sending a user?
But that's our goal, right? It should run well all the time. So
yeah, and it gets better and better. Cool. Yeah.
So, did you have a good time in Cancun?
It was awesome, as always. It was my 4th partner conference at mfiles. It's always great to see all the people. We had awesome talks. We had good parties, right? And the venue was breathtaking. The sea was warm. So yeah, it's Cancun, you know.
You're staying here with your wife, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go home tomorrow.
Yeah, sadly. No, my wife is coming today, and we'll spend some more time in the south of Mexico. I'm gonna enjoy that. Yeah.
Perfect.
And thanks to my employer sending me here. So
it's fine.
Thank you.
Go. Yeah, thanks for my employer sending me here as well. Thanks for this talk.
We really look forward for more projects. So and thanks for the cooperation we had until now. So it's really been easy also to talk with the people at Parashift.
If both partners just want to get things done, then it usually just works.
Yeah, and from your talks now at the solution booth, I mean, you saw that there is a huge interest. So just keep going.
Looking forward.
Okay.
Easy. Hey,
Thank you.
And see you next podcast or something. Bye.
Bye, guys.